Australia. Before colonization, Australia was inhabited by countless tribes of Aborigines, indigenous peoples of the region, which, according to research, lived there for over 60,000 years. It is estimated that at the beginning of colonization, there were about 500 tribes in Australia, spread across the region, who spoke 300 different dialects, with approximately 175,000 Aborigines in total. The first investigative expedition in Australian lands was carried out by the English captain James Cook, who proclaimed the possession of the lands in 1770 in the name of the King of England. Colonization began in 1788, when England decided to make the new land a penal colony, sending prisoners with sentences greater than 7 years to that region, which they had previously sent to the United States, independent since 1776. From 1850, the country became a destination for adventurers, especially Chinese, as gold mines were discovered in several regions. Australia became part of the British Commonwealth in 1901, when it came to have a federative and parliamentary structure. Independence took place in 1942, although the Sovereign of England continued to be considered the formal head of state. Only in 1986 were these ties severed. From the 1940s to the beginning of the 1970s, immigrants from all over the world were attracted to Australia. As a result of colonization, Aborigines were virtually wiped out of Australia. Currently, the Aboriginal population represents less than 1% of the total Australian population. Australian English began to diverge from British English shortly after the founding of the penal colony of New South Wales in 1778. The first Australian gold rush in 1850s resulted in a much larger wave of immigration, which also had a significant influence in Australian English. The Americanization of Australian English, represented by the borrowing of American English words, spellings, terms and uses, originated during the gold races and accelerated due to the massive influx of United States military groups during the Second World War. During the 1950s, there was an increasing availability and import of mass media content written in North American English, such as books and magazines, television programs, computer software, and the global network. This also had an effect. As a result, Australians use many British and American English words interchangeably, such as pants, trousers, and lift elevator. Language. The language is no different from that of Australians. It is more informal, has a lot of slang and abbreviations. Vocabulary. Australian English generally follows British English in terms of vocabulary and spelling, although many North American words are used. There are also words considered exclusive to the language, as we will see below. Billabong, which means an interrupted channel that flows from the main part of a river, a lake formed with rainwater only during the rainy season, or a stagnant puddle or standing water. Creek. In Australia, as well as in North America, it means a stream, while in the United Kingdom, it means a small channel that ends in the sea or a cove. Paddock. In Australia, it means a piece of land, while in the United Kingdom it means a small enclosed land for cattle. Bush or scrub, in Australia as well as in North America, signify an area of forest. Areas in England, they are commonly used only in proper names. Pronunciation. Forget the at the end of words. Australians don't pronounce at the end of words. It looks something like this: forever, forever. Together, together. Car, car. The Australian is a people who likes to abbreviate. Australia, Australia. Football, foodie. Tennis ball, tenno. Chocolate, choki. Devastate, devo. Afternoon, arvo. Pregnant, pregas. Mosquito, mosey. Television, tally. Weekdays are no different. See how they look in Australian English pronunciation. Monday, Monday. Tuesday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Thursday. Friday, Friday. Saturday, Saturday. Sunday, Sunday. Slang and slang more. One of the main differences from Australian to American English, in addition to the cut of the and the abbreviations, is the slang. Aussies love to create their own expressions. Watch. Gas station, UA. Service station, AUS. Sidewalk, EUA. Footpath, AUS. Soda, EUA. Soft drink, AUS. And the accent. Among the main rules is the exchange of sound A for I. Thus, the word day is pronounced die and not day, as in most older variants. The word yesterday is pronounced yesterday. Mate, friend, guy, partner is pronounced might. They also have the habit of cutting words at the beginning and at the end. What? Going is going. Sacou? Teaching tips for inserting this content into a high school English lesson. 1. In a group, students research the difference in pronunciation between American and Australian English, forming a list of words, and record a video, like a loop, in which the two forms are opposite. 2. Watch the movie Australia, attached trailer, and point out at least 5 characteristics that differentiate the speaking of the English characters from the Australian.
Japan sweeps the South Pacific, heading toward Australia.
Lady Sarah Ashley's turned up from England. Wants to settle down in the outback, does she?
She won't even last a week.
G'day, love.
Welcome to Australia.
I'm going to bring Faraway Downs back to life.
You don't know what you're talking about. Running a station?
Mr. Drover, I am as capable as any man.
You can't be serious.
Bring the horse.
This should be interesting.
I've got him!
Now Faraway Downs has actually found cattle. Then we've got competition.
We lost just about everything.
So you're just going to walk away?
I learned a long time ago not to fight other people's wars.
Please, I need you.
You've got to have some hurt in your heart for someone, or you don't love. If you don't love, you're not alive, brother.
A cattle station is like a country, and you have no one to look after it.